So welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to solve some set of problems on the if-else statement. So I have listed here 4 questions on the if-else statement. So their level of difficulty will be increasing with each questions. So I have created one file name as PQ2. It means practice question part 2. So let me introduce to one class named as scanner class. So I'm importing here import java.util.scanner. Either you can write scanner or you can also give star over here. Both means the same. This scanner will import only scanner class. If you give star over here, it will import all the classes related to java.util. Okay, so what is the use of this scanner class? Okay, that is a scanner. So scanner is a class which will help us to take the input from the user. Okay, so let's go through the first question. So what is the first question? Write a Java program that takes an integer as input and prints even if the number is divisible by 2 and odd otherwise. So what we have to do over here, we have to just tell the user the number entered by the user is even or not. Okay, so let me write here public class pq2, then our psvm public static void main strings are. Okay, so let me introduce you to the scanner class. So how we can write the scanner? So scanner, then variable name, like let me give it as input, is equal to new scanner system.in. So this is the syntax of writing the scanner class. Okay, so by using this scanner we will take the input from the user. So input here is the variable, it will help us to take the input. Okay, so let me tell the user to give a number. Let me write here south, enter a number. Okay, then enter, then int num is equal to input dot next int. So by writing here dot next int after the input, I am telling that the user must have to input the integer type value. If I give here line without int, then it means that you have to give the string type. Okay, so here the user will enter the number. Then next let's write our logic, like if what is asked in the question, we have to tell it as the even or odd. Okay, let me write as if num is divisible by 2 and my remainder is 0, then my number is even. Okay, so what I am doing here, I am getting the remainder of the given input. Okay, this modulo will get us the remainder from which number we are dividing it. Okay, if I divide the number by 2, then I will get the remainder 0, then it is obvious that the number is even. Else, okay, oh shit, the number is odd. Okay, so let's run our first program. Run it again. Okay, so the yes must be capital over here, so I have given it as small. Let me run it again. So as you can see here, the compiler is asking me a number. Okay, let me input it as 20, and you can see here even. So our number is even. Let me run it again. If I give here 31, you can see here the number is odd. Okay, so our logic is absolutely correct. So you can take n number of numbers and check it on your own. So let's move to the next question. So write a Java program to find the largest of three numbers. Take three integers as input from the user and use if-else statement to determine the largest number. So in this question, we are asked to find the largest of three numbers. Okay, so let me comment out all this part. Okay, let me do it once again. Public class pq2 then our psvm. Okay, so write a Java program to find the largest of three numbers. So from the question, it has been told that we have to take three numbers as input. Okay, so let me create one scanner class. Scanner input is equal to new scanner system.in. Okay, so let me write one out statement. Enter first number, then int num1 is equal to sc dot next int. Okay, I've taken input over here, so to write variable name next int. So let me just copy paste and edit. Semicolons. This is second number and this is for the third number. Okay, so I have to replace the variable names also, num2 and then num3. Okay, so let's write our logic. From these three statements we will be taking the input from the user. Okay, so let's write our logic. Okay, what's our logic? So what they have asked, take three integers as input from the user and determine which is the largest number. Okay, so let me write suppose if num1 is greater than num2. Okay, if num1 is greater than num2 and also the num1 is greater than num3, so what you can tell, the num1 is the largest number. That's out. The num1 is largest, right? Else what you can tell, else the num3 is largest. Why? Because if num1 is greater than num2 and num1 is also greater than num3 and num3 is greater than num1, then this condition fails. If num3 is greater than num1, then it is obvious that the num3 is also greater than the num2. Okay, that's why it will print the num3 is the largest number. Okay, one more condition will be the num3 will be also greater number. Also num2 will be also greater number. How? If num2 is greater than num3 in south, the num3 is largest. Okay, what is else? The num3 is largest. Okay, so let's run this program. So it is asking for the first number to be get input. Okay, let me give it as 12, 13 and then 14. So as you can see here, the num3 is the largest. Okay, so let me give some more number of inputs. So let me give it as 8, 2 and then 4. Okay, as you can see here, the num1 is the largest number. So our logic is absolutely correct. So let's move to the next question. So let's head to the next question. So our third question is, write a Java program that takes a year as input and determines if it's a leap year or not. A leap year is divisible by 4 but not divisible by 100 unless it's also divisible by 400. Okay, so what is a leap year? So leap year means a February month contains 29 days, means in a whole year it will be having 366 days. Okay, so how we can check? So a leap year means if a year is divisible by 4 and it is not divisible by 100, then we can tell that that year may be or may not be a leap year. Okay, so one more condition we have to check is that if that year is also divisible by 400, okay, then it means that the year is not a leap year. If it is not divisible by 400, then it's a leap year. So did you get it? If it is divisible by 4 but not divisible by 100 and it is not also divisible by 400, then it's a leap year. If it is divisible by 4, not divisible by 100 and it is divisible by 400, then it is not a leap year. Okay. So let me write a program for this. So let me first comment out the above part. Okay. So public class pq2, then psvm. So I have to create. Let me just copy paste it. Copy. Paste. Remove these comments. Okay, good. Let me address enter year by erasing this u and then let it be year. Okay. So from here I will be taking the input from the user. So which year he wants to check, it's a leap year or not. Okay, let me create one data type of boolean. Okay, so what we have learned in the data types, boolean returns the value as true or false. Let me check for the condition if it is true or false. Okay, so let me write it as is leap year is equal to, so what's our first condition? A leap year must be divisible by 4. Okay, so let me write as year modulo 4 must be equal to 0. Okay, so what's our next condition? It must not be divisible by 100. It means that I have to take and condition, means both the condition must be true. Okay, so let me write it as it must not be divisible by 100. So year modulo 100 must not be equal to 0. So this is my second condition. What is my one more condition? It should not be divisible. It should not be divisible by 400. Means either it means it should not be divisible by 100, or okay, by using OR operator. So here modulo 400 is equal to 0. So this is my condition for is leap year. Okay, if it is not equal to, if it is equal to 0, then this will be true, and if year is not equal to 0, means this is true, and if year is also divisible by 400, then this is also true, and the whole condition will be true. Okay, then our year will not be a leap year. If this condition is true, this condition fails, this condition is also true, then this condition will be false, obviously, then true, and then false, it will be false. Okay, so it's a leap year. Okay, let me write it as if is leap year is true, then south, what is not taking system dot out dot println. Okay, leap year. Okay, which year is leap year? Let me write it that also. Year plus is a leap year, else let me just copy paste this line, Control V, is not a leap year. That's it. So let me run this program. Okay, not given, yes, over here. Okay, so let me run this again. So it is asking me for the input, so let me give it as 2000. Okay, 2000 was a leap year. Okay, let me give the current year, which is 2023. Okay, so 2023 is not a leap year, so it is completely okay. So let's get to the next question. So our question 4, what it is asking: write a Java program that takes 3 integers as input from the user and finds the median of the 3 numbers. Okay, so what is median? The median is the middle value when the numbers are sorted in ascending order. Okay, so what is median? It's a middle value between the 2 numbers. Okay, that's the question for us. So let me comment out this section. So let me write as public class pq2, then psvm. So I have to take 3 inputs from the user. So let me just copy paste it from somewhere else. Okay, from here I can copy these all things, so I no need to write it again and again. Control V. Okay, let me just erase this all. Remove all the comments. So let's create our logic now. I will be creating one more variable as median. So let me give it as data type of median, int median. Okay, so let's write our logic over here. So let me write if my num1 is greater than or equal to num2 and my num1 is less than or equal to my num3, or my num1 is greater than or equal to num3 and then my num1 is less than or equal to num2. Okay, this is all about my if statement. So if this is all true, then my median will be num1. Okay, maybe you have got this logic. I've sorted this in the ascending order, then I'll check the condition for it. Okay, so let me do it for else if also. Okay, so let me just copy paste. It's boring to write it again and again. Okay, let me just remove as for num2. This one will be num1. This is num2, num3, then num2, num3, then num2, num1. Okay, num1. If this is true, then my median will be equal to num2. Okay, else it is obvious that our median will be num3. Our median will be num3. So let me give one printing statement. South, the median is my median. Okay, so let me run this program. So it is asking for the first number. Let me give it as 2, then 1, then 4. Okay, the median is 2. How it will be ordered? It will be ordered like 1, 2, and then 4. Then our middle number is 2. Okay, let me take some more inputs with some different numbers. So let me give it as 5, then 2, then 0. Our median is again 2. Okay, which is absolutely perfect. So in the next video we will be solving some set of problems on the switch statement. So stay tuned and let's see you in the next video.